Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the infinite negate combo in Dinos. There's two different variations they can go about doing it. One of them utilizes plague, whereas the other one doesn't. The other one uses garden rose maiden. Depending on what your I guess your deck, which route you prefer, you just pick whichever one you wanna, I guess, do. But they can both do it with the same particular cards. Okay. So let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So all you need is just, of course, the generic Miscellaneous and Baby, right? So there's so many ways to get to this. There's basically 9 of each, basically, right? Well, kind of, I guess, nah, Petite doesn't substitute. You need to be a baby. Because you have the 3 OV, 3 Fossil Stick, and then the 3 of this as well. And then you have 3 of this, 3 OV, 3 Fossil Stick. Like, so having this variation of cards is pretty likely, okay? So start off, effect, right? Make your Dinos immune. Then activate Miscellaneous, banish to summon your Oracle, right? And then your Oracle will trigger, popping the baby in hand, giving you your double evolution pill, and then your baby will trigger, summoning your Oviraptor, right? Oviraptor, and Oviraptor will add another baby because that's the good thing about this combo. You need to save your normal summon for the effect to revive the baby, trigger the baby to get your ALO. Okay, so you normal summon this effect, this, right? For time-consuming purposes, you just put defense, just indication. But for the whole video, I'll just do this. So this will trigger, summoning your tuner axis, right? And then that's how you make your Hulk, right? And then these two, you could go Link Karibo here just to have like a non-dino, right? But you're gonna have a non-dino anyways. So, but that'll be for the separate combo, right? Okay, so we go like that. Summon our Hulk. Okay, so for this combo, you don't need Plague, right? You don't need to utilize Plague. So we'll just use Gamma if you don't play it, As long as it's a level 2, that's all that matters, right? Because you need to find a way to climb into Meta Marcher. Okay, so then this links away into your Link Cross. Okay? And then Link Cross gives you 2 tokens, right? One thing to note, you want to make sure that these zones are pretty accessible. So you're going to be wary of what you put in that zone, okay? So then these two synchro into your Meta Marcher. Okay, and Meta Marcher will bring back this guy. Okay, it's important because that's going to give you the material you need to be able to make your Union Carrier, right? Okay, so then this and this make your Garden Rose Maiden, right? Garden Rose Maiden, and then you use effect Garden Rose adds the Black Garden. I'm gonna be proxying it because I don't have a Black Garden. I just had some miscommunications with getting one. Daniel. Okay, so anyways, this is Black Garden. Okay. Okay, so then you activate Black Garden, and then since it's a tuner because you made it with Metal Marcher, you can make your Coral Dragon. Okay, and then that gives them one token, one garden token, right? So let's just put the indicator there. Okay, so let's just let's put it there, right? And then these two make you Ripidocus. Ripidocus, there you go. And then you draw a card off of Coral Dragon, right? And you give him another token, okay? And then you have 2 tokens you can use Black Garden's effect. Pop this and to revive your, because the tokens are 800, so you just revive your Garden Rose Maiden, right? You use effect, pop the tokens, bring back your Garden Rose Maiden, and then you use Ripidocus' effect, making this a Wing Beast. Yeah? And then these two make your Simorgh Link, okay? And then you control 2 of the same type. Then this makes your Union Carrier, okay? And then you go ahead and use Union Carrier's effect right, to equip the, where are you? The bird, right? You target this, you equip it to that. And then you go ahead and use your pill. Right, you can banish any of them. You can actually banish this as well, which is cool. It's a link, right? It's a dinosaur. And then depending on what the matchup is, you go whichever route. You know, I play Overtext, so I have that as an option as well. But you have the infinite negate for that, so you kind of want to protect them attacking this once you negate the first time, because they'll try to bait it, and then this will summon itself again, right? And they'll try to attack it. That's what you need that to protect it. So yeah, okay. And then during end phase, you trigger the effect, summon winged beast from your hand or deck, and you just summon this guy. And that's just off Volvi and Mist and Baby Star Wars. And then you still have this as a follow-up, right? You can banish this, special this. Yeah? You can do that. And like pop a card as a follow-up. Or you can just do it now too. But that's the cool thing about that. So that's the first combo. The other combo doesn't use this one at all. We're gonna show you guys that one now. It's the same thing, right? Activate effect, effect to banish itself, right? Target your, okay, this guy, right? And then this will trigger, popping the baby, giving you your pill, and then the baby will trigger, right? Giving you that, and then we get another baby. The same route, right? So far, so good. Summon effect, right? Just come over here, and this will trigger, giving you the tuner access. Okay, and this is where you start using the link Rebo, because this is where you utilize plague, right? So you go link this way. Get your link Rebo, right? And this make your Hulk. Okay, and this is where plague comes in handy, because it's a double tuner. It can bring itself back, which is really nice. Okay, so summon it there. Summon it there. And you link this away. The majority of the sequence is similar as the first one, except you'll see the crucial points are just, well, there's a difference that you'll notice. So they give you your 2 fluffs, right? And then you're still gonna do the route. You're still gonna do the Middle Marcher route, except you're gonna be drawing off Librarian. Instead of Maiden being your level 5, it's gonna be Librarian level 5. Okay, so then you go Middle Marcher. Middle Marcher brings back, what is this guy? This guy. Okay. So then these two make your, where are you, Librarian. Okay. Then these two make your this guy. Okay. And you draw 3 cards. Doesn't matter what it is, right? Okay, and then now, since you have plague in there, right? You top deck the most useless card that you don't need, right? So let's put that back. Okay. Put it there. Okay, so this is what I meant. The field placement, the way you arrange your field is very important, because you're gonna need to be able to make a carrier, right? And then that would have meant that this needs to be here, like that. That needs to be there, because you need something to point to it for Ripidocus. Does that make sense? Okay, so then this and this make your carrier, right? Just to get it out of the way. Where's your carrier? Here it is. Right here. Right? And then this makes your Ripidocus. Okay, and then Ripidocus, target this, make it a winged beast. Giving you this, right? And then you use the effect, target this, you get your bird. Right? Equip it to that. And then you use your pill, banishing the Ripidocus, and doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter what you banish. Getting you this guy. Okay. So the difference here is that but no, you don't have a follow-up for with Coral Dragon. But that means that that's one less brick that you don't really like. What's more useful, right? The Black Garden or the Plague Spreader, right? Which can give you more utility. So depending on what you feel, okay, now this is much more beneficial for me. You know, that's what it comes down to. They give you the same thing, but the option that this gives you is quite cool, right? Because of course you have a way to make like the Coral Dragon much more viable. Because it's a level 6 tuner, so if you have more babies on board, you can sink it to level 8, you know, and make a savage, you know, depending on what other cards you have in your hand. But other than that, those sequences are pretty neat, right? And then end phase, you get your guy, right? Get this guy, and then that's it. There's the infinite negate. It's so cool. Like yeah, because like the X deck is pretty expandable, so there's not really like the dinos don't win off the X deck. You know, they win off just brute force, like just having like the fact that you can clear their board, right? Because they depleted the resources to make this board. Like Dragon Link, they'll deplete their hand to make a particular board, and they'll have like a follow up where they have the seals bounce and have like a Leveneer back, you know, and maybe have a Tracer play, but most of the time they win off that oppressive board. Hopefully that just ends the game. But if they don't, then they're gonna be quite in trouble because you're gonna have a conductor that just gets rid of everything, and then you have a Book of Eclipse, like just book everything face down. It's insane, right? But this is just like a bonus. This is just a bonus that you don't really need, but the fact that you can do it is insane, right? It's insane. There's also another way you can end on a Herald and do this, right? You can end on a Herald. So those 3 combos where the ones I showed you is you get a Coral Engrave, right? And then the other one where you have more cards in hand, and then there's another one where you have the Herald on field. So instead of the card you have in hand, it basically becomes a Herald. So Herald, this and this. But those are the ones that I wanted to quickly show you guys. Those I really like these ones because the little intricacies you can do within the sequence is quite cool. And that's basically it, man. Just want to show you guys. Excuse the proxy. I just been meaning to get a Black Garden, but I just yeah. Anyways, that's it. Hopefully enjoy the video. Like, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.